Hey, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review, and we are looking at the Takayuki Grand Chef Gyuto 210mm knife. So this line of knives uses AEBL Swedish stainless steel. It's a full stainless steel that's fine grained, easy to sharpen, takes a great edge, and is just a good high quality non-PM stainless steel. It's one of the nicest ones, in my opinion. It's just solid. It's a really good steel. So the heat treat's around 60, 61 Rockwell in the core steel. The construction is mono steel, so it's just one hunk of metal. There's no cladding or layers on the blade. The weight is 181 grams or 6.4 ounces. Edge length on this one's about 210, right on the money, at about 8 1/4 inches. Overall length about 330mm or 13 inches on the entire knife. And then the spine thickness, these are fairly thin blades, so the spine thickness is about 2.15mm coming out of the bolster, and about halfway down the blade, it's about 1.8. And then I'll get in a little closer here, but one of the things that's kind of impressive about this, it's got a nice taper all the way down. So it just, this distal taper of the spine getting thinner and thinner and thinner as we go. Pretty nice. It's very well done. It's just kind of almost linear all the way down to there. So you get a little bit of flex at the tip, but it's fairly stiff at the heel area of the knife. So the front half's a little more flexy, the back half is a little bit stiffer, but that makes the front perform really nicely. The blade height is about 44.7, so it's not a real tall knife. Handle is listed as palm resin, and as I said on the Honesuke I was reviewing, it almost looks like it could be Packawood instead of that. So we might be chopping that and saying Packawood. We'll have to check that out and maybe have Mark look at it on the site. But this does seem to have a little more wood grain than a palm finish would, or resin handle would. So, but it's real tight. There's no bumps or hiccups in any of the rivets or tang or anything. It's really smooth install. The balance point on this is about right there, so right about on the bolster, middle of the bolster. Out of the box edge was about a 6 out of 10, pretty sharp out of the box edge. Fit and finish is, you can see the polish on these is kind of a semi, I'm not going to say it's a mirror polish, but it's a little more polished than some blades of this style. It's a little hard to show in the lights here. You've got your screened on logo and information on it. Tells you the size, made in Japan, Grand Chef Takayuki. Tells you it's Swedish steel. Backside of the blade is plain. You got your vertical finish marks on it. Again, this is going to be tough to show a beauty shot. It just wants to reflect like crazy. That's about as good as we're going to get, probably. You can see the edge right there. I'd say the actual edge bevel on this was about 30-70, so 30 left, 70% of it right. So it's a little bit wider bevel on the right side than the left side. I don't think you should have steering issues, though. If you do, you can easily regrind it, the edge bevel to 50-50 or something if you want to do that. Steel is very easy to sharpen. I'd say fit and finish on the spine is it's pretty well done. The choil is a little bit sharp on the corners of the choil, which is pretty common on this type of knife. In fact, a lot of them are that way. So a couple minutes with some strips of sandpaper, you can knock that out and just relieve that edge just a little if you feel the need to do so. Other comments that I kind of noticed from using, I didn't actually test this one out, but from handling it, the handle has a little bit more of a pronounced like bird's beak on the end. So it's a little kind of a curvaceous handle. It's not real blocky. It's really comfortable. And then you've got this rather aggressive bird's beak on the end right here, so it really hooks your finger in real nice. It kind of thins out right there. A lot of them just maintain that and then come out. So this one kind of gets a little skinnier and then back out again, so it really locks your hand in. I wouldn't say it's a big handle, so if you got really big hands, this isn't a tall knife either. Maybe this isn't quite up your alley. But if you want something that's got a slightly slimmer, rounder feel, it's very comfortable. You might be looking at this even possibly just for the handle. It's really well done. So let's look at it on the cutting board where you want to see the rubber meet the road. So here is the profile. Real smooth, not a lot of flat, just kind of a gentle curve in the back half of the blade, little bit of back belly there. So it's not going to flow into a stop. It's just going to kind of glide in there. And then fairly aggressive belly. So I can get pretty high on this. So we got a fairly aggressive belly in the front few inches, and then kind of a shallow belly on the rest of the knife. Definitely not a chopper's type knife, but should work well for other stuff. So just a nice looking knife with great steel, easy to sharpen, nice fit and finish, a little cleanup work on the choil, and you're set to go. These will get stinking sharp if you do your part. So just a real nice knife with a very, very comfortable handle. So there you have the Takayuki Grand Chef AEBL Gyuto 210mm knife.